Shall we get on with it, Lee?
Nah, fag break.
It doesn't seem like we've done much, but it takes a fucking long. I've done fuck all, haven't I? Yeah. Right, it's been a hectic few weeks working on the spoiler for the 106. Tried expanding foam, that didn't work. Couldn't shape it. It just didn't look right on the car, so ended up getting a jigsaw, cutting some pieces of ply out to then screw to the spoiler. Then fiberglassing over it and setting the spoiler up. That was difficult. So what you'll see now is what footage I've got of making that and the footage of the new rear bumper that we're making as well. So these have obviously been cut out and screwed to the fiberglass mould, which will then enable us to fiberglass them to the mould. This spoiler has been an absolute ball ache, but it was definitely worth the effort put in. It's not finished. I've sanded it down, put expanding foam in it, and it's all got to be filled and more fiberglass. Just waiting on some flexi filler or some carbon filler. This is where we're at so far. You might have seen a few photos on Instagram. This is the spoiler at the moment. It's all sanded, ready to be filled in places like here. There was a crack. Smoothed out the points where a finger used to sit because I'm not going to bother having a fin. Also smoothed out these. They've also got to be filled, and there's a few other cracks. But this is what I was talking about. Basically, got the jigsaw out, made a stand or a stay to fit this to, and then I was able to fiberglass it, but there's still a lot of work to do on this, but it's on there, sitting nicely. Also put some supports here and here, and also making sure that it's the same distance on both sides here, because it's easily picked up on people with a keen eye. Right, we're going to lift the mould off the bumper that I've done a couple of days ago. Hopefully it all comes out in one piece. Right, so that's off. That was a fucking mission. So mostly not the right way, someone will moan about it, but that's the way we're doing it. So basically, just laid some silver aluminium foil tape down. Obviously cleaned out underneath it first. Some silver aluminium foil tape where you want the mould. Then just resin this and just layer it all the way around, and that will give you the shape. Yeah, so what I've done is I've put it back on the original bumper, taking all the tape off it, just so that it can just rest there like that and not lose too much of its shape. But it doesn't come out too bad. Got this spot here to sort out, and then what I've done is I've just marked out here where I'm going to need to cut it, and obviously I've got to trim it all up, and then that will be the basis for this section of the bumper. What I've actually done is cut the bumper in half, because obviously stuff's going to have to be added in the middle, and the idea of making the mould was that it sits on this part here, and you just see it sat back on the bumper. And now what I've done is basically attach the mould to the bumper that I'm going to use, just to show you an idea of what's going on. So I'll spin the camera around and we will take a look. So basically you can see the old bumper, and what I've done is just a couple of little tack screws all the way along to hold the mould in place, to give us an idea of what's got to be chopped out. So yeah, the main thing is that we've got the basic shape now. We can work around this, and fingers crossed it will come out with the desired effect, but it could also go very wrong, meaning that we'll just have to use the old bumper, which I don't want. Obviously with this we're going to have a good measure up, so I'm just waiting for the lads to get back, because I'm going to need a hand to do this, and I'll trim all this off and we'll go from there. So this is the top of the mould that we made yesterday. Just screwed it to the bumper. Obviously needed to do that because of the corners matching up under the light, so it was the quickest and easiest way to make this. Going to leave it like this for the rest of the week, and then come back and start trimming all around here, bringing it up, and then this will be the most difficult bit here, and obviously making the wheel arches wider, because this is running on 19s and this bumper rubs. Also decided to put the original bonnet back on Big Blue, which we're basically going to use this bonnet. I have a vent which Milik has put to one side for me, and then it'll be a case of grinding into the bonnet, putting it in, and then filling and shaping it all back. So I'm not going to tell you what it is, but that's one for another day. So I'm still going to keep the original kit. What I'm going to do is make my own kit for this, something different, and have the original kit that Ricky made back in the day. So if you want to change it up, you can. So when this car is painted or wrapped, not sure, 2 kits will be done plus the car. Also the wheels are fucked, so got to be refurbed. Been talking about that for 2 years, but now it's time to get it done. 4. I've been talking about it for 4 years, but now they've got to be done. So it doesn't seem like much has been achieved, but these things take time. Once the bumper's done next week, then I'll be able to, well, once the bumper's been fiberglassed, then I'll be able to get the spoiler and the front bumper done together. While that's drying, I'll be able to start on the bonnet, and I am looking for a bumper. I need something different, so I've got my eye on a bumper that I really like, but again, it means a lot of chopping, cutting, filling, but that's what it's all about, and if you don't put the effort in, then you won't get the results. So I'll leave it there. Please like, comment and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.